Nalini, I'd like to take this question with you as well, but from a legal perspective speaking, as you were also mentioning that it's not just the Delhi riots 2020, there's a bigger question of national security. And when that question comes into the very crux of the matter, that's when we see there are different timelines of Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam making addresses across different universities and public gatherings, which have not exactly aligned with national security concerns that have been flagged. So how are we looking at these evidences beyond the Delhi riot case that might have actually helped the Supreme Court to arrive at this particular decision, that is not to grant a bail to these two?
Well, Shreya, interestingly enough, that during the arguments that were going on before several courts that this case has gone on in, the prosecution at multiple points had made arguments even beyond the Delhi riots, like you're talking about. Those earlier speeches that were made by Umar Khalid in JNU, which was popularly said where he'd been accused of saying Bharat Tere Tukde Honge, all of those points were also brought up by the prosecution, trying to show that there was an intention behind creating chaos and creating violence in the national capital. In fact, the prosecution had also gone ahead to claim, and it was a very big claim that they had made at that particular time, that there was an attempt for a regime change to happen in India through these violent acts that had occurred in the national capital. So some very strong arguments that were made by the prosecution during the entire time. And during the course of the hearing also, the Supreme Court went into several aspects. In fact, several questions were raised to the prosecution regarding why certain sections of the UAPA, specifically with regard to terrorist acts, had been invoked, and how these acts, which were mainly limited to speeches and the WhatsApp chats that were produced by the prosecution, how they would amount to as terrorist acts. But at the end of the day, what matters is what the Supreme Court decides in its judgment. And today the Supreme Court has said that when it comes to security of the nation, bail has to be considered on an equal ground as to the seriousness and the stringentness of the kind of actions that have been taken by a particular person who is an accused in the case. And keeping that in mind, Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam, what they are accused of, not only has the prosecution prima facie been able to show material to support those accusations, but also the kind of role that they have played does not guarantee or cannot guarantee them bail at this particular point, but they do have the liberty to come back to the court again once the trial has proceeded a little bit, because we're still at the pre-trial stage. There are a lot of protected witnesses who are yet to be examined by the court. So it's important that Sharjeel Imam and Umar Khalid are kept behind the bars at least till the time these protected witnesses are not examined. And in case in 1 year from now, the witnesses are still not examined, then they have the liberty to apply for bail again. But during the year, if the witnesses are examined, then they can, of course, at that particular time also apply for bail. Another important point to note here, although we're waiting for the full copy of the judgment, but even the 5 accused who have been granted bail would have some serious conditions imposed on them, what they can and cannot do during the time that they are out on bail in this matter. We are expecting something on the likes of they will have to regularly report to the police station. They will also have to not only not speak about the case, but they're also likely to surrender their passport. But we're still waiting for the details of that in the written order once it's come out from the Supreme Court. But at this time, 5 accused granted bail by the Supreme Court in the Delhi riots case. Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam will still continue to be behind the bars. It's a big setback for them, and it remains to be seen what happens now as to whether or not there will be a review petition that will be filed by them asking the court to reconsider this, or whether they're going to wait it off for another year and then try and approach the Supreme Court again in a fresh manner.
Right, Nalini. Shreya is back with us at this given point of time, and with that we also have a reaction from Sharjeel Imam from a long time back, that is. We'll just go back to this particular excerpt of what he had said and play it out for you to just understand the kind of speeches that we are referring to here at this given point. What is it that actually contributed to him not getting bail today when national security is flagged as a concern? We'll quickly listen into that, and Shreya, then I'm coming back to you.
पहले भी दर्ज कर चुका हूँ। अगर 5 लाख लोग हमारे पास हो ऑर्गेनाइज्ड, तो हम हिंदुस्तान और नॉर्थ ईस्ट को परमानेंटली कट कर सकते हैं। परमानेंटली नहीं तो कम से कम 1 आध महीने के लिए तो कट कर ही सकते हैं। मतलब इतना मवाद डाले पटरियों पर, रोड पे, उनको हटाने में 1 महीना लगे। ठीक ही नहीं, यहाँ एयरफोर्स से असम को काटना हमारी जिम्मेदारी है। असम और इंडिया कट के अलग हो जाए फौज के लिए, और जितने भी जो भी यहाँ से सप्लाई जा रहा है बंद करो। और वो बंद कर सकते हैं क्योंकि चिकन नेक्स्ट मुसलमानों का है, वो जो इलाका है मुस्लिम नहीं चीज है।
लाठी खाने की कला भी सीख लें, समझ रहे हैं ना। इस तरह कम चोट पड़े, इम्पैक्ट कम हो, पहन के क्या आना चाहिए, समझ रहे हैं, एक पट्टा हो बीच में। जब तक ये सब नहीं करेंगे सब, हाँ भाई जब तक ये सब नहीं करेंगे तो सारा बेअसर रहेगा। ये चिंगारी कहाँ जाएगी, आग कैसे लगेगी? आग लगाने के लिए दो काम करना होगा, लाठी खाने के लिए तैयार रहना होगा, और नंबर 2 ऑर्गेनाइज होना होगा। बोल रही है कि जंतर मंतर को जमा होकर रोना गाना करते रहो, आप उनको 2 टूक में जवाब दीजिए, इससे कुछ हासिल नहीं होगा।
दो जो स्टेप्स हैं उनको क्लियर रखना चाहिए। एक है कि सेंसिटाइजेशन, अवेयरनेस व्हाटएवर, और दूसरा है प्लान ऑफ एक्शन। प्लान ऑफ एक्शन किसी के पास नहीं, सब सेंसिटाइजेशन की ही बात करते हैं। तो सेंसिटाइजेशन तो यकीनी तौर पे करना है हमें, लेकिन प्लान ऑफ एक्शन भी पैरेलल में होना चाहिए कि अगर हमारे पास क्रिटिकल मास जमा हो चुका है लोगों का, तो उनसे क्या किया जाए, क्या करवाया जाए। इसका कुछ कर सकते हैं। अगर हमारे पास जामिया में 10,000 जवान लड़के हैं तो वो क्या कर सकते हैं।
मुस्लिम स्टूडेंट्स डे के नाम से प्लेटफॉर्म बनाए ताकि हम लोग यही सब 2 हफ्ते से यही कर रहे हैं। हमारी ख्वाहिश और हमारी आरज़ू ये है कि दिल्ली में चक्का जाम हो, और सिर्फ दिल्ली में नहीं, जहाँ जिस शहर में मुसलमान कर सकता है, मुसलमान हिंदुस्तान के 500 शहरों में चक्का जाम कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, गोल क्या है? हम चक्का जाम करना चाहते हैं। हम दिल्ली के मोहल्लों में दूध बंद करना चाहते हैं, पानी बंद करना चाहते हैं। खुल के बोलिए यार।
So viewers, that was a compilation of some of the excerpts coming in from provocative speeches, or speeches that have flagged national security being a concern when we speak of Sharjil Imam. Shreya, coming to you, as I had posed you that very question which I took up with Nalini as well, as to how it's other cases that's happened over the period of 2019, from 2019 to 20, that's also being looked at by the court when they are considering bail, when they were considering bail for Sharjil Imam and Umar Khalid, which might have actually led to the Supreme Court not granting them bail, and the national security concern being quite persistent even now after 5 years of them being in jail.
Well, you know, the entire reason the Supreme Court is not just limited to the statements that were given by Umar Khalid and Sharjil Imam during the time of the Delhi riots, but also prior, is because the entire ethos of the anti-India idea, that is something that's also been delved at, while the Delhi police, prima facie, have actually made this case against them. Now, when we look at the evidence that's been submitted by the Delhi police, it's also somewhere down the line been looked at by the Supreme Court, because they are saying that mere delay of a trial cannot be used as a trump card. The evidence needs to be also looked at, and that is why the Delhi police have recorded in their charge sheet as Umar Khalid to be the main mastermind of the entire Delhi riots case, because they've also said that Sharjil Imam, the Chakka Jam speech that he's given, that we just now played, was actually curated under the tutelage of Umar Khalid. So these are words that's mentioned in the charge sheet, where Umar Khalid is being mentioned by the Delhi police as the mastermind, the main curator of the Chakka Jam idea. And also there are evidence that the Delhi police submitted that prior to the entire CA protest, Umar Khalid allegedly hold meetings in person,
Right,
and that too these
right,
were closed
Shreya.